All right, here is my video for this week's assignment. So, create an array called ages. Got the ages listed here. Programmatically subtract the first element from the last element. So, let age difference equals ages at ages.length minus 1 minus ages at 0. So the console log will print the answer to 93 minus 3 was 90 reflected there. Add a new age to the array. So ages.push will add this age 40 to the end of this array here. Repeat the repeat the subtraction with the new array length. So age difference minus ages at ages.length minus 1 minus ages at 0. So that's going to do the 40, which would be the last element listed in that array, minus 3. Console log should print 37, and we've got that reflected there. Use a loop to calculate the average age. So let sum equal 0. So for let I equal 0, I minus ages dot length I plus plus. So the sum plus equal ages at I. So let average age equal the sum of the ages divided by the ages length. So it's going to add the ages in this array with plus the 40 to get that number, and then divided by the number of ages in this array, which is 9. So the console log is going to print 30 because that is the average age of these with the 40 that we pushed to the end. Create an array called names. Got the names here. Calculate the average number of letters per name. So let total letters equal 0 for let I minus 0 and I minus, less than names dot length and then I plus plus, total letters plus equal names at I dot length. So let average letters equal the total letters divided by the name's length. So what this did is add the number of letters in these 6 names and divide that by 6 because that is a total number of names. And the console log prints the average letters, which is reflected here at 3.833, repeating for the average number of letters per name in this array. Concatenate all names separated by spaces. So let all names equal the quotes. Let I equal 0, I less than names dot length, and I plus plus. So then all names plus equals names at I. The console log at line will print the console log then prints the name separated by spaces, which is reflected here with those same names listed above. To access the last element of an array, let last element equals ages at ages.length minus 1. Console log the last element, and remember we pushed that 40 to the end here, so the console log prints 40 as the last element in that array. To access the first element of array, let first element equal ages at 0 because this element here is 0 right there at number 3. So then the console log prints 3 there. First element, sorry, forgive me for the chatting to myself. So, all right, create a new array called name lengths. So let name lengths equal with your square brackets there. For let I equal 0, I less than names dot length, I plus plus, name lengths dot push names at I dot length, and the console log will then print here the number of names, the number of letters in each of these names listed in this array. Where are we there? So that is 54. Okay, here. Okay, so calculate the sum of all elements in name lengths. So let sum of name lengths equal 0. Then I've got my for let here with this is being the difference there. Let, the I less than name lengths dot length got sum of name links plus equal name links at I. So the console.log here is going to print the total number of letters in the array of names, which is 23, reflected there. Um, calculate, oh no, I'm sorry, just did that one. So create a function to concatenate a word and time. So function, concatenate words, name of the function with the parameters word and n, and we want to return the word dot repeat at n, I'm sorry, and with n. So the console log will print, since I chose the word for this parameter here, hello, and it's going to repeat that 3 times. So the console log should print hello, 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 which is reflected here. The function to return a full name. So the function is labeled full name with first name, last name in parentheses, and I want to return the first name plus the last name with the space separating the two, which is reflected by the quotes here with the space in between. Put the variable there for first name at Jane, variable for the last name Doe. So the console log will print the full name based on these variables here, Jane Doe, which we have reflected there with the space. Function to check if sum of numbers in an array is greater than 100. So function is sum greater than 100. The parameter will be numbers there. So I want to do numbers. I'm sorry, I want to return numbers dot reduce. So the sum of those numbers with the arrow function there, sum plus numbers greater than 100. So the console log will print true if these 3 numbers here are greater than 100, which they are greater than 100. So the console log prints true, which is reflected here. Um, Next one is function to calculate the average numbers in an array. So function calculate average numbers in parentheses there as the parameter. You want to return numbers dot reduce, so sum and numbers with the arrow function, sum plus numbers divided by the number's length. So the console.log will print the average of these 3 numbers here. So 10, 20, 30, total 60, which is the sum divided by the length of those numbers 3, which will return 20 in the console log reflected there. And the function to compare the average of 2 arrays. So function compare averages, array 1 and array 2. Inside that function, we've got the calculate average at array 1 greater than the calculate average at array 2. So what the console log prints based on these numbers here, 10, 20, 30, that totals 60. 60 divided by 3 is 20. And the second array of numbers, 5, 15, 25, some of that is 40, divided by 3 is 15. So 20 greater than 15, the console log should print true for that, which is reflected here. And the function will buy drink. So function will buy drink, and the parameters is hot outside and money in pocket. And to return is hot outside and money in pocket if it is greater than 1050. So the console log will buy drink true, and the money in pocket 15 is greater than $10.50. So this will print true, which is reflected here. And the last one is function to calculate the area of a rectangle. So it takes 2 parameters, length and width, and returns the calculated area. So the function calculate rectangle area, and to do that you need the length and the width. Inside that function you want to return the length times the width to get the area of that rectangle. So let the area equals calculate rectangle at 10 and 15, and the console, so the console log will print here the area of the rectangle is. So 10 times 15 is 150, which is reflected in the console log there. Thank you.